Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I am doing a little makeup thing again for you guys. Today are my graduation photos, which is very exciting, and I figured I would just do a little video getting ready for all of it. So the goal is to kind of do like the natural peachy pinky thing, especially since I'm wearing a teal jumpsuit, but it has a bunch of pink accents on it with like the florals on it. So figure that will be best. Plus it'll go with my my face the best, because as you can tell I'm incredibly pale. Some of that is my ring light, because I cannot get one that has, oh, maybe that's a little better. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so I already did all my skincare. So first we're going to use the trusty Urban Decay primer potion. My eyelids, I'm running out of this stuff and I desperately need more. With everything being closed and shipping times being weird, it's just not made sense to really deal with it right now. So, oh well. Make sure that is in there. It's already warm. I love days like this where it's like 10 o'clock in the morning and it's already hot. I love the heat, so it's amazing. However, it makes it tricky to do your makeup if you're already kind of sweating. So, primer is key. While I let that set up a little bit, I'm gonna do my eyebrows with my Glossier Boy Brow. Use the shade Blonde. I already said this in my last video, but I love this stuff because I hate on myself. Other people it looks great, but on myself, I do not like how structured, like super structured brows look. So for this, it's perfect. It just kind of fluffs them up, makes them a little bit darker, shapes them a little bit, and it can just kind of be a little more visible, which is really all I'm going for. Voila. I have really tiny eyebrows, and I already have also said this before, but I have never like overplucked them or over waxed them or done anything crazy like that. I just was not blessed with great brows. Not very thick. And since I'm, like, this is my natural hair color. It's light. I'm very pale. I have green eyes. Like, I just was not, I don't have dark features. So, of course, my eyebrows are not dark. But I look funky with super dark eyebrows. So it makes sense to just kind of stay with some basic brow gel, fluff them up, make them look like there's a little more to them than there is, and then just kind of let it be. All right, so now into the eyeshadow portion. If you watched any of my videos that I've done makeup-wise, you know that I have pretty basic brushes. I don't have anything crazy. I do not have a number. I do not have kind. They're e.l.f. Most of them are e.l.f. and they did not cost me very much money. That's all I can really say. I can tell you the shape of them that I'm using. I can tell you that they were inexpensive, but that's about all I have. I also have a few random ones from like this one. It's got a mermaid tail. I have no idea. I don't know where it came from. I also use, like, this came in a Urban Decay palette that I really like the fluffy brush for, so that's where we're at. I don't want to hear about it. Okay. So today I'm going to use the Tooface Sweet Peach palette. This is my favorite palette, as you can tell if you just look in there. All the shades that I use often. If not, I also have the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette that has some really good peachy tones in it that I can go and snag if I need to. So we're just going to take a fluffy brush like this, and I think I'm going to go with the shade here, Georgia. Right here, it's this like light pinky color, and just like dust my eyelid with it, kind of as a base. Someone told me once that if you're using a primer, you don't need to use like a base eyeshadow color, but I feel like when I do, everything else like just blends better. So even if you're not really gonna see this, or it's only gonna kind of be popping out here and there, and it's not gonna be the focal point, it still just makes things blend better. I'm not a makeup artist, I could be completely wrong, but in my opinion, that's just how it works. It just feels like it works better. I don't know. So then I'm going to take this angled brush, like this, and go in, I don't know which color I'm going to go with. I think we're going to go with Candied Peach. So it's this kind of sparkly-ish color here. We're going to go in that with in the crease as like a transition shade. Plop that in. I didn't learn how to do makeup until really until after high school. I learned a little like my senior year, because one of my good friends at the time was like really into makeup, but a lot of hers was more like foundation and contour and like learning how to do winged eyeliner and things like that. It wasn't really eyeshadow based, and I didn't really know how to do eyeshadow until probably my prom is when I kind of forced myself to figure it out, because I had a very specific look I wanted to do and really wanted to figure it out and make it work. So I basically just watched a bunch of YouTube videos until I could get it close enough with what I was trying to do, and then aforementioned friend winged my eyeliner for me and called it good. But up until that point, I was pretty much just doing lipstick and mascara, which, I mean, wasn't a horrible look, but it definitely probably wasn't the best. So I didn't learn how to do makeup until very late in the game, and I think one reason I love doing it now, and I love kind of branching out and doing kind of more crazy eyeshadow, is for that reason, is I kind of got into it late in the game and I really have fun with it, so I'm trying to make up for some lost time. So if any of you are watching this and thinking that I'm doing my makeup in a really weird order, it's because I basically just practiced on my own face, figured out what worked, what didn't, what looked good, what didn't, what techniques I liked, what I didn't. And that's basically what I'm doing today. So I'm not a makeup artist. I never claimed to be, but I really love makeup and having fun with it. And I feel like eyeshadow kind of gets a bad rap, which sounds funny, I know, but I feel like most times people want to do like their faces and then put on falsies and maybe throw a little shimmer on their eyelids and do their brows and like call it a day, but that's not my vibe at all. I am more willing to do like a full big eye and not do anything to my face. I don't know, maybe that looks weird, maybe no one's telling me, but I like it and it's a vibe for me. So, but today, of course, we're doing a full shebang, full face, full everything. So here we go. We'll just keep trucking along so this video is not a million years long. Okay, so we got that in there. After I blend and kind of move some things around, might add a little more, blend it out a little more, we'll see. So I'm going to take this kind of flat brush here, and we're going to go into, well, let's see. Actually, yeah, we are. We're going to go into Just Peachy. It's this kind of, this really pink shade here that I've clearly like a lot. And we're just going to put that all over the lid. Oh, it's way lighter than I remember. Yeah, I'm just going to put that all over the lid. We're definitely going to need to blend it a little bit more. That is what I love about eyeshadow, though, is you can easily blend it, change it up a little bit, make it darker, make it lighter, make it whatever. Maybe that's not the philosophy of everybody, but I personally feel like it works out just fine that way. So I'm actually going to take this fluffy brush here in the white shade. I guess I should show you. The white shade here, white peach, and just kind of go over the top of this a little bit and dilute that transition shade I use just a bit. See, already look at the difference of that. It's like a softer, oh, that looks way better. Okay, perfect. That's also what I love about eyeshadow so much, is it's so easy to just change the entire tone. Like, look, of this compared to this. Like, this is a very true kind of orangey peachy color. Add a little bit of white and that pinky, more pinkish tone, and you completely change it. It's just so fun. I just think it's so fun. So we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. We're just going to take that same brush and that same white shade and just blend that on in there. That's one thing that I don't think, and I mean, I'm new here, so maybe I'm not the one to be making this observation, but I feel like, in general, the beauty community on YouTube doesn't always account for the real people watching their videos. So some of them are crazy artists, which I can totally appreciate and I love, and those videos are clearly like something very specific. But I also think that there's not enough people who taking into account the fact that real people are watching these videos to be able to do things in their regular lives. And being able to have these little tiny hacks like, oh my god, that color's not what I wanted it to be on my eyeshadow. How can I fix it? And just being able to like, oh, buff in some white, okay, perfect. And it completely changes the tone of your makeup. Like, sometimes those are the little things that you don't think of to do when you're having an issue in the moment. But like, if you watch a video and someone's like, hey, I did this and it worked and it was great and now my makeup is different or whatever, it can really help. So that might sound stupid or ridiculous, and I totally get that, but that's kind of what I want this channel and when I do beauty videos for it to be. I am a regular person, and I am just gonna try and do what I can to share my limited makeup knowledge with you, but also share like real life tips and tricks to making your makeup a little better, or to help you fix it if you feel like something went wrong. So just so you know, that's kind of the tone that I'm working with for this specific channel. Alright, so back to the actual look. This eye somehow looks a little bit more golden, so we might try and buff that out a little bit more, that white. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more of this Just Peachy onto my eyelid. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm actually just going to take that same fluffy brush, this guy here, which I got from my Naked Cherry palette, and just kind of go over everything up here and really like make sure it's blended the way that I want it to be. Actually, let's see. I think we're going to go in. So this is from another Urban Decay palette. It was the Alice in Wonderland one they did. I'm going to go in with this brush. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to go with this brush here. And I'm actually going to go in, I think, with this shade here, Cobbler, and lightly go in my crease just a little bit to kind of make it a little more gold and to kind of give it a little more dimension. Okay. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and then we can go from there. Sometimes I feel like I don't like what my makeup is doing until I add eyeliner, and then I feel like it makes the full, then I feel like it really creates a full picture of what I'm going for. So don't worry, I'm also gonna fix my hair. I really like the kind of soft wave thing that it's doing right now, but there's some like my bangs that are growing out that I need to deal with, and like so like this piece, which is really straight, that I'm gonna fix. So we will also do that at the end of this. So I'm going to use my Glossier Pro Tip, my trusty winged eyeliner, or well, it's not a winged, I don't even know. Trusty liquid eyeliner that makes winging your eyeliner way easier than any other liquid eyeliner I've used before. Love it, absolutely love it. I'm gonna do that, see how I like my makeup, switch it up a little bit if necessary, and then we'll do face and mascara and the whole thing. So I'm gonna wing my eyeliner. I'm not gonna do it on camera because I'm not great at it and it takes me a long time. So I don't feel like you guys need to see that. Maybe one day I will do like a winged eyeliner thing on camera just so you can see how bad I am at it and kind of my process, but just today is not that day. So I will be right back. So I'm just gonna pop in here real quick and say that this is often my issue. So this one I actually like. I think it looks great. It's definitely a thicker liner and a thicker wing, but especially for photos that can sometimes be better. It can show up a little bit better. But then this one like has no idea what's going on or what we're doing. So when this happens, especially because I can usually get one eye really good and one eye not so great, changes daily which one that's going to be. So typically what I will do, and this is exactly what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a Q-tip with some micellar water on it and kind of shape them up a little bit, fill in anything else I feel like needs to be fixed, and then usually that helps a lot. So I'll be right back. So I did a little bit of micellar water and a Q-tip, and I already am like so much more in love with this one. It's still thick, but it's a little longer, it's a little sharper, which is exactly what I was going for, and I was able to kind of correct the shape in the way that this one was going. So now it's going more up, it's going to be a little more pointed. I'm going to finish like trying to draw it out a little bit and then probably thin it a little bit, and then I think we'll be good to go. Okay. I think that is as even as they are going to get. They don't really know. They don't look bad, but they're not really what I was hoping for. Honestly, I have no clue what's going on because sometimes I can do my winged eyeliner in about 10 seconds. Flick, flick, call it a day. And they're perfect and they match and it looks great. And then other times I do this and I'm like struggling the entire time to make them look even. And it's fine. So let's try again. Okay, so winged eyeliner is just not happening today. Like I said, normally, yes, I'm down to just keep trying, plucking away, figuring it out, but I don't have the time today or the energy, honestly. So, hope you enjoyed me failing to get a winged eyeliner going. So, it's fine. Everything is fine. What even is makeup? Why is this fun? I was literally just talking about how much fun this was, and then now I'm like not having any fun. Next, we're gonna do foundation. So, I use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. My shade is Fair Beige. This stuff is great. It has SPF 15 in it. It's full coverage, it's oil free, it lasts 12 hours. It's amazing. So I just put some on my hand and then take my damp beauty sponge and just start going to town. So okay, once foundation is on, I'm not going to do any concealer today just because it is so warm outside. It's probably going to look a little cakey and gross. So next I'm going to do some blush. Glossier's Cloud Paint. Whoop. In the shade Beam. In the shade Beam. It's a peachy color. And you need the littlest amount. Like that's probably plenty. So, perfect. Blush is on. And then I'm going to take Urban Decay Naked Illuminated highlight in the shade Aura. And I just use the brush that it comes with. Like, look at that color. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. So I'm going to take that on this little brush and just perfectly apply it. It's on tip of my nose, and then I will also put it on my Cupid's bow after I put lipstick on. Last but not least is mascara. I don't really feel like I need to show you how to do mascara, but I use the Glossier's Lash Lick. Alrighty, so mascara's on. I'm gonna let that dry and then set my face. I use the Badescu Rose Water Spray to just kind of set my makeup. I'm gonna go grab some bobby pins so we can do some stuff with this hair, and then fix my hair, do some lipstick, and call it a day. My flat iron is heating up. I think what I'm gonna do, I just got bobby pin here, and I think for these pieces, I'm just gonna do the like, tuck it under and kind of pin it in, and then just let my hair kind of fall over it. This is one thing I didn't think about when growing my bangs out, is that I was going to need to take graduation photos. Did not think that through before I decided to just like grow them out, and now they look funky. I think that's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, okay. So I'm basically just gonna go through and see if there's any pieces that are glaringly straight. Like maybe fluff that one up a little bit. Otherwise, I actually really like, and this is exactly what I wanted my hair to do. So curling it yesterday and then letting it, it's like sleeping on it, definitely did the trick. Okay, perfect. So I thought I just lost all my footage, but I actually was able to find it. It's somehow, I don't understand technology, but I think I'm probably just gonna fix up this one last piece here so it's just not glaringly obvious and straight, and just kind of make it look a little better. That's good, actually. I really like that a lot. It looks, I'll maybe fix this one. This one's a little flat. Alrighty. I will let those kind of set up and cool a little bit, and then brush my fingers through them so they match the rest. And then, all right. Oh, I'm gonna put lipstick on. Oops. This is the Glossier Generation G in the shade Like. It's actually very similar to my actual lip color, which is why I like it. It just kind of enhances what I already have. So kind of pink up my lips a little bit and call it good. All right, everyone, thank you for following along. It was kind of a disaster, but thank you for being here for all of that. Yeah, this is my final look. I will post some photos of my actual graduation outfit and some graduation pictures on my Instagram, which I will link down below, but it's just Mermaid Maddie. M-A-D-E-Y. So go ahead and look at those for my final look and how those pictures turned out. So thank you for following me along and following along the mess. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like this where point A and point B don't even matter anymore and everything's kind of a disaster, then go ahead and click subscribe. See you in the next video.